welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is me Soumya and today I am going to be discussing about my favorite authors of all time, that is Haruki Murakami. And I know this video might not resemble और ये इस वीडियो से बहुत लोग relate नहीं कर पाएंगे from my audience, so it's fine, you can anyway skip through this video. I don't want you to sit through the entire video, but yeah, I think for my reader fan club, my reader club who follows me or maybe who has subscribed to my channel, I just wanted to present this side of mine. So the moment I decided to record this video, I was super excited and I was super happy also that finally मुझे मेरे favorite author के बारे में बात करने को मिलेगा, because I don't get so many people around me who I can share my interest with and they have the same favorite author as mine, but luckily I have you guys. One more thing that you'll find in Murakami, like it's a very common pattern, is that the books are mostly in the color theme of white, red and black, and as you can see this, and mostly the title is like this कि सबसे ऊपर यहाँ पे मुराकामी लिखा होगा, and in the center you'll find some art piece and design, and at the bottom you'll find the book name. We do have few exceptions, like we have this book Murakami's Men Without Women, and it's kind of a different frame. So far the first one I have read from Murakami is this one, Norwegian Wood. I also started with Norwegian Wood just like any other person. Second one is Sputnik Sweetheart. Then I read Kafka on the Shore. Now Kafka on the Shore, we'll talk about that book later. So my third read was Kafka on the Shore. Then last year I read this book, Men Without Women. Okay, let's start with the first book I would like to recommend, and जिसके बारे में just हमने अभी discuss भी किया है, that is Norwegian Wood. So I'm just gonna give you an overview of this book, what's the storyline and how does this follows. So basically it's about a young boy named Toru Watanabe, who is a quiet college student. Watanabe fell in love with his best friend's girlfriend after the demise of his best friend due to some reason. I'm just gonna leave it to you guys. You have to read it on your own. And then there was this other girl named Midori, who is unpredictable. She's bold, she's out there. And this shows us the two dynamics of Naoko versus Midori and how these two girls influence our main character Watanabe. And then we have a lot of bizarre things going on in this whole book. And one thing that you will find common between Murakami's stories is like it always have an open ending. मुझे आज तक मैंने 4 से 5 बुक्स पढ़ी होंगी मुराकामी की, और मुझे आज तक एक भी एंडिंग ना एक गो में समझ नहीं आई है. मुझे हमेशा मैं बुक खत्म करती हूँ पढ़ना एंड आई हैव टू गो टू यूट्यूब और ChatGPT समवेयर ऑन द इंटरनेट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि भाई इस स्टोरी में हुआ क्या. दैट्स द ब्यूटी ऑफ इट. सो इफ यू एवर रीड मुराकामी, बी रेडी टू बी shocked at any point of time, because the moment you turn a page, he will either kill one character, he'll maybe disappear one character, or random things will start popping up, and it feels like an old song that you can never forget. This whole book is kind of like that. And one thing that you'll find is that the story starts very normal, but towards the end it turns into something unrealistic, creepy, quirky, something that you have never expected. This have a compilation of short stories, and each story will make you realize, like it ends with something like how a woman plays a major role in shaping a man's future character or something like that. ठीक है, इसमें there's very absurd stories है इसमें, ठीक है. And then हर एक स्टोरी में जो हमारा मेन कैरेक्टर है, he is a male and his life, his actions revolves around a woman. And it also tells us the mysteries of women from male's perspective, how one feels emotional detachment, heartbreak, and longing for the woman he loves. So yeah, that's all about it. But yeah, it's kind of like a short one, as you can see, as compared to his actual major works. Next, I read Sputnik Sweetheart. So Sputnik Sweetheart was also a good one. I don't have the book right now with me, but I'll add the cover here. The book name is Sputnik Sweetheart. Sputnik refers to the Russian satellite Sputnik, which is a lonely traveler drifting in the space, just like the characters of this book. So in this book, each and every character you'll find they falls in love with someone who cannot love them back. the story goes on like we have the main character, which is Sumire. She is the MC of this book. Sumire is very messy. She's like this, girl next door wali vibe deti hai wo, and she is very messy, clumsy सी है. She don't know what to do. She's very directionless. उसको बनना तो एक बहुत famous writer है, but उसको पता नहीं है कैसे she has to achieve things. Until one day, she finds this passionate woman. So that older woman is Miu, and then we have Sumire, our main character, and then Sumire falls in love with another woman, Miu. So this story of Sputnik Sweetheart is being narrated by Kay, another character in the book, who is Sumire's best friend and actually secretly in love with her. He's trying to confess, but at the same time he's like kind of afraid. So in this entire story, we are going to see through his eyes that how Sumire's obsession with Miu grows, until one day when Sumire and Miu were traveling to Greece for a vacation. Sumire, our main character, disappears without any trace. What is going to happen? The only clue that we have is a mysterious call in the middle of night. So if you're interested in this book, you should definitely give it a read. And the best part is, I love those books जो कि एक lover के point of view से लिखी जाती हैं, जिसमें कि एक lover अपने partner को, अपने loved one के बारे में he's explaining things. So in this entire books now, we are going to have the reference of Miu and Sumire from Kay's eyes. Now, I need a glass of water for this because the next book that we are going to talk about is my favorite, and I don't think so anything can top up the storyline that Kafka on the Shore is. Okay, all done. Now, Kafka on the Shore, I never expected the storyline to be this amazing. Like, I was having Norwegian Wood as one of my top list, but then I read Kafka on the Shore. Like, met people who have started reading Murakami, and then the day they started reading this book, they fell in love. Like, this book has everything that one can ask for in a book. It has thriller, mystery, unrequited love. Everything is packed up in one book. A world where reality blends with dream and it takes shape. So this book starts with our main character. The MC of this book, we have actually two MC. We have Nakata as well as we have Kafka Tamura. Kafka Tamura is a 15-year-old boy who escapes home to rewrite his fate. But fate has something else in its mind. As the story proceeds, you will find a library which is full of secrets, a woman who might be a ghost, and a man who can talk to cats. Like, we have very absurd things happening in this book, and all of that makes sense, and it's kind of like a parallel timeline going on, and in one page there are like multiple chapters. One page is having another timeline and another chapter is having Kafka's timeline, and then at the end it all merges into one. There are part of the books where they have explained few scenarios and it feels so realistic, guys. I can't even tell you. One point they have this scene, there is a cat scene where this Johnny Walker is capturing cats, and he's kind of like taking their souls and then he's eating their alive hearts. I was reading that particular passage where this entire scene was going on, and I felt like puking. It felt so realistic the way he has explained, and I was like, I can't read anymore, but I want to know what happened next. If I ever have memory loss, the first thing I'm gonna read from my little books, it's gonna be Kafka on the Shore, because the way it is written and the world it takes you in, it's really amazing, and the experience on its own is really good. Most recently, I read this book, Birthday Girl by Murakami. It's a very short book, and if you talk about, it's like less than 40 pages, and it only have like one story, but that also it has such an open ending that one will find themselves searching through YouTube to get the explanation, like what happened. So that was it for today's video. Thank you so much if you have watched this video until now. I know it's kind of a new kind of genre that I'm trying in, but I definitely love recording this. And if you have read any of the books from Murakami, do let me know in the comment section. I would love to have a discussion with you all.